Last year was a true roller coaster for Ringless. He didn't get to play a full cycle, but when he's locked in, he's more than capable of making noise in the playoffs, even contending for a Super Bowl run. The flashes of brilliance are there. What's missing is a complete season to put it all together. If Ringless gets a full year this time round, don't be surprised if he shakes up the standings and brings some chaos to the league's playoff picture. He's the player everyone's surprised to still see in the league, but he's not going anywhere. Peter may not be the most popular guy in the PSFL, but his competitive spirit and recent rise are turning heads. Last cycle, he started to carve out a reputation as a core member, and his budding rivalry with Ghost provided some of the best late-season drama. He's not here to make friends, he's here to win. Don't be shocked if Peter climbs even higher by this time next year. The league's resident good guy, Cooney, is proof that perseverance pays off. After a stretch of tough seasons, he flipped the script this year, guiding a loaded roster to multiple playoff berths and even making an NFC championship appearance. Sure, that game included a whopping 7 interceptions, but just getting there was a win in itself. Cooney's turnaround has everyone rooting for him. Now the question is, can he keep the momentum rolling and stack another strong season? A polarizing pick for the top 10, Jay's place on this list will definitely spark debate. Some look at his resume and, like Damian Lillard's critics, see nothing but empty stat sheets. No deep playoff runs, no signature moments. Others insist the talent is undeniable, that Jay has the pure skill to hang with anyone in the league. This coming cycle will be his chance to silence the doubters, or give them even more to talk about. One of the league's rising stars, Luke burst onto the PSFL scene as a newcomer and wasted no time making noise in the playoffs. He put together a string of impressive wins and capped the cycle by earning MVP honors for his quarterback, a rare feat for a rookie in the league. Now, with a full cycle ahead and experience under his belt, the big question is, how high can he climb? If his debut was any indication, the rest of the league should be on notice. A PSFL veteran with a reputation for always being in the mix and always one heartbreak away from the big game. Year after year, you can pencil Phils into the playoffs, only to watch him endure another soul-crushing exit short of the Super Bowl. His legacy is packed with unforgettable moments, but none more iconic than the night Roquan Smith picked off Bozzy with one hand. Everyone remembers where they were for that play. For Phils, the quest for that elusive Super Bowl appearance continues, but you can bet he'll be knocking on the door again this year. The pride of French Canada and the league's greatest disruptor. Last cycle, Ruse ended Ghost's reign of terror with a legendary upset, sending the defending champ home and punching his own ticket to the Super Bowl. Sure, he didn't bring home the Lombardi, but that NFC championship felt like the real title game to many. His clock management sparks debate across the league. Is it a weakness or just next-level Canadian strategy? Love him or question him, Ruse's always a threat to change the playoff picture. The new kid on the block who made an instant impact. In his first PSFL cycle, SD44 guided the Chargers to 2 Super Bowl appearances, capturing the title once and cementing his place in league history. Some critics question if his success was all about elite speed and scheme. Was it cheese or true talent? This season, SD44 faces a new challenge. To show the league he's more than a one-trick pony. But whatever happens next, he'll always be able to say it. He's a PSFL champion. The best to never hoist the trophy, at least not yet. Kobe is the PSFL's Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, always just a step away from greatness and forever locked in rivalry with Ghost's Mahomes. Twice he's reached the Super Bowl stage. Twice Ghost stood in the way. Still, there's a reason Kobe is respected as the league's 1B. Nobody knows the game inside and out like he does. Whether it's a creative roster build or a gutsy play call, Kobe's fingerprints are all over every contender. His championship window is always open, and the league knows it. A dynasty in the making. Ghost has captured 3 of the last 4 Super Bowl titles and came just 1 game short in the other, falling in the NFC Championship. Widely recognized as an offensive savant, His uncanny pattern recognition keeps defenses guessing all game long. But don't let his offensive fireworks fool you. On defense, Ghost specializes in forcing opponents into mistakes. When you play Ghost, you're playing against the standard every contender is measured by.
Welcome to PSFL 2026 Team Reveal. It is me, the Ghost, alongside my partner here in the studio, Block. How are we doing today, Block?
Very good. Excited.
Ready to get this thing underway. So without further ado, let's get into it right away. So first up, we have Smash. We got the Giants, the Broncos, and the Packers. Smash, let's see who you got. Going with the Broncos. Block, any thoughts?
Bo Nix is trash. Smash is not that good, so pretty boring selection to start it off, to be honest.
All right, let's keep it rolling. The Epic Crusader, probably the best man of the league. Nobody hates on this guy. He's just one of a kind. So we got his hometown Vikes, the Bills, and the Bengals. Once again, going with the Vikings. Block, any thoughts there? Seeing Josh Freeman pop up.
This is a big selection. I'm a big fan of the Epic Crusader, one of the best players in the league, one of the best personalities in the league. Going back to Minnesota, where he was 2 years ago, had a lot of top pick QBs that time, so hopefully he could change his fortune this time around with the Vikings.
That Josh Freeman picture there just gives me nightmares too. I mean, if you sat through that game as a Vikings fan, you deserve like a veterans discount or something. So Captain Levi, one of the OGs of the league. You know, he hangs around for a little bit, has some success, and then kind of shits the bed sometimes. But he's
A lot of
going,
conspiracy theories from Levi here around this selection.
yeah,
What don't appreciate that we have really secure process around here at PSFL. So
Levi is going with the Eagles and Big Dom.
this could be a big selection. Might help Levy get some wins this year.
I think if he can run the ball with Saquon, you know, I think he could have some success actually. So we got Boogie Cousins in the house. You know, is he going with Travis Hunter? Is he going with his hometown Bears, or you know, is he going down south to Baton Rouge? He's going with Spencer Rattler.
So Marcus going with the Saints. That's big. Big time rebuild for Boogie Cousins. One of the most realistic players in the league. I like it. He's gonna build them up from the fucking bottom.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna go with Tyler Shuck for a year, but I don't even know if that's a smart choice. I mean, you got a 26-year-old rookie quarterback, or you can go with Mr. Spencer Rattler, though. I know he does hate that guy with a passion, so that'll be interesting. Rich, 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 rich. We got the Cardinals, and the St. Louis Cardinals.
For the third year in a row. Here we go.
Third year in a row for Rich here. Oh, but wait, he's going with the New York Jets and Justin Fields.
Another mobile quarterback, and he's going to run the ball and stand in the pocket. Let's see if it works out this year.
We just had to throw a little curveball at you guys, and you know, get you thinking you went with the Cardinals for the third straight year. So your fave linebacker, I think he was in GSFL. I'm not sure if he was in PSFL at the very end. But these are the three teams he's got. I don't know a whole lot about him. Who is that? We got Bryce Young right there on the first day of school, walking into training camp. So I love
Who
that.
the fuck is that guy?
Block, I think that's you IRL, right?
No, I'm not black.
Mikey, the goat, Mikey. We love Mikey here. Obviously probably not getting the Panthers anymore. He had the Packers and the Giants in there. Let's see who he goes with. Mr. Russell Wilson himself.
Giants country.
Giants country, let's ride. I don't think he's gonna be using Russ, but he might be using Jackson Dart. So
He
fun
looks like the Subway commercial money ran out in that picture.
fun division so far. Mikey and Levi in the NFC East. We got Luke, favorite team Browns sitting there. He's got the Patriots in there, and he's got the Seahawks.
Big time cheeser here.
He's going with the Seahawks and Jalen Milroe, of course. The like you said, big time cheeser, so makes sense.
And Luke's not getting the Browns, so what could that mean? We'll see coming up.
Who's gonna get the Browns? Block yourself? Question mark. Kobe. What do we got here? Is that incarnate word? And then we got what? Washington State and Miami. Who could that be? Block. What do you think?
I'm surprised Navy wasn't in his top three. He really loves the triple option offense.
Yeah, he loves the military schools in CFB, but let's see who he's getting. That would be Mr.
The
Cam
Titans
Ward and the
again.
Titans.
Wow.
Um, yeah, this was kind
Looks
of a
like no
lock.
no fat QB this year though. It seems like
No
Cam
Fat
might
Lowry.
be the
That's
guy.
you never know. He might
Maybe a fat receiver or
fat
running back
fat
could be
receiver.
the
Yeah,
play. It's possible.
AX2. This guy's name was like
Changed his
Abdullah
name. I could say it now. I couldn't really say it before.
Abracadabra.
AX was a little easier.
Yeah, I complained to him a couple
The
times.
rebrand could change his outcome in
Could
PSFL.
change the trajectory for sure. Let's see who he's getting. That would be the Detroit Lions. Well, maybe can bring them to the Super Bowl, but not 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 feeling strong about it though.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that either.
Mr. Bazzi Wazi
Could Bozzy
himself.
be going back to the Seahawks?
Back to the Seahawks. Well, we saw Luke get the Seahawks, so it could be the Falcons with Michael Penix, or it could be the Jaguars. Let's see who he's gonna turn up with, boy. Duval.
Turn up, boy, going to Duval. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence is a Bozzy QB. He can definitely sprint out to the right, throw the verticals. Brian Thomas Jr. definitely a Bozzy receiver.
Look
So
look for
this is a
Travis
team.
Hunter just to
Yeah, Travis Hunter as well. This is definitely a Bozzy tailored team. So
this is for sure Bazzi team,
make some noise.
100%.
But he's got Kobe in his division. That's going to be a problem. Probably two losses right there every single year.
I don't know.
It's
I think Bazzi gets him like 1 out of the 5 years or so. At least one win. At least one. So Slow Joe himself.
Slow Joe.
One
I'd
of
love
the
to see
leagues.
Slow Joe get the Niners here. That would be hilarious.
The Niners, the Steelers, or the
Glad to
Ravens.
glad to have Slow Joe back in the league. It
For
would not
sure.
be the same without him.
We love to shit on the guy, but he's one of the league favorites, so.
One of the best characters.
Mr. Slow Joe taking the Baltimore
Oh shit.
Ravens.
Slow
Slow
Joe
Joe.
might make some noise.
This is what Slow Joe said in the DMs when I was asking him. He said, I need all the help I can get. So Ravens #1.
He's
So
trying to overcome the 10-7 record for the first time.
I
And
mean,
so
are
the Ravens roster might be able to do it.
you kind of worry though without like an Xavier Worthy type to cheese over the top that he might struggle?
That's a good point there, Ghost. But the defense of the Ravens could help Slow Joe this year in this new Madden. I don't know.
We'll see. Oh, that one's already revealed for some reason. Sam gets the Browns. Not sure why it's popped up there, but Luke.
Interesting team. Sam always going with the rebuilds. Browns roster is pretty good. Probably better than last year with the Saints for him. So hopefully he will stay in games longer than 2 quarters, and hopefully he rebuilds the Browns so me and Luke will be happy with it.
Well, for PSFL, he was actually the Rams, and he made it to the NFC Championship against myself and N'Keal Harry struck, and Sam proceeded to complain about why is a receiver playing tight end, and I said, Sam, he's on the roster as a tight end, so
Yeah, you got to keep up with the NFL news actually there, buddy.
Sam, you can't be taken off to Peru quite so much, buddy. Block. What are we thinking here? Browns? No. Bucks and
Buccaneers or Little Tykes.
Little Tykes
Little
who?
Tykes was honestly my first option. I haven't seen anybody else throw that out there. That was, I mean, I've been a big fan of that for the last couple of years.
I think that was
I'm
my
able to dunk. I'm able to dunk on their hoops. I haven't been able to do that before,
I was gonna
so
say. I think
that's been big for me.
my
Um,
first basketball hoop, and I think that still might be your basketball
yeah, I
hoop.
actually
So
use Little Tykes to warm up for all my Madden games. I go out there, throw down some dunks.
just get in the mood.
Can't really do any tricks. If I try for the windmill, I kind of don't get it, but.
You put Forever on in the ears, and you just kind of start feeling. I know the vibe, but Block is gonna be rocking with his guy Baker
Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield.
Yes, I'm very excited for this. I'm gonna wear the creamsicle jersey every game. Um, Kind of like a level up in my powers, honestly, when I do that. And I'm really excited to use Baker. He's properly rated for the first time in this Madden
Hell
at
yeah!
85 overall.
We got Gramps. Gramps. Was he rocking? Is that the
Retirement home, Raiders or Chargers. I'm thinking he could actually be the first person to end up with two of these because I think he could be the Chargers or the Raiders and also play from the retirement home because I they do have Wi-Fi now there. So
Mr. Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers? This is gonna be fun. He's got Omari and Hampton to pound the rock, which he loves to do, so excited. Him and Smash in the AFC West. Mr. DL. DL like 2 years ago in PSFL took a player that was rated like what was it, like an 87 or 89 in the first round because this guy had like 99 awareness, and then he just proceeded to play like 2 games that year and wasted it. So um that's the Texans music right there. Mr. Andre Johnson just whooping up on Cortland Finnegan. So
nice.
Iman, who's he going with? Ravens? Nope. So we can we
E-Man is back.
well
Will
let's
he
see.
last longer than one season this year? We'll find out.
I don't know, I think we're gonna tailor everything for him, just to make sure he stays. But he's going with his hometown Dolphins. We're not his hometown, but his
Yeah,
favorite
obviously
favorite
the
team.
Dolphins. We knew E-Man was gonna go the cheesy team. Tyreek Hill, not a 99 speed this year, so a little less cheesy, but he needs that speed duo to compete.
The only question I have is like, is he gonna rock with Tua and that throw power and the lefty? Because Quinn Ewers also is horrible.
Uh,
He's got like 86 throw power and 63 overall. So I think he might try and find a quarterback after the first year, but we'll see.
might run some jet sweeps or something. I don't know.
Mr. Thumbless, aka
Who was
Ringless.
that? Yeah,
Let's
that's what I thought.
let's see if he can get a ring this year and remove the name. Who do you think he's going? Hometown
Could
Steelers?
be the Steelers, bro. He hasn't gone with his favorite team, I don't think yet. And the Broncos have been picked.
Oh, that's Mr. Sean McVay looking absolutely yoked on vacation. Going with the Rams. Two
Yeah,
first round
Ringless
picks.
looking to set the record for most players traded for multiple third round picks this year. The Rams could be a good team to do that.
I'm excited. Mr. Big Country. This guy was awesome in GSFL. Played a lot of his games. Just kind of an old head too, but we love him. So
We appreciate the unks.
he said he was gonna go Patriots, and I was like, dude, that's where you went in or GSFL. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, good call, good call. He is going with Mr. Kyler Murray and the Rams, or not the Rams, the Cardinals.
It'll be fun to see someone else besides Rich using Kyler.
That is true. I'm wondering though if he's got to be concerned with. I'm not sure if Kyler's a Battlefield guy, but Battlefield's coming out if Kyler gets distracted with that during the season. So be on the lookout. Jay Lightyear. I think this one's pretty obvious who he's going if you know anything about this guy and what he likes to talk about. He's going with his Bengals. That is Jamar Chase and his girlfriend getting a little freaky there. So I think he hopes to get a little freaky on the field too.
Yeah, Jay Layer's a little bit of an overrated player in the league, but it's all right. And Jamar Chase is very good this year in Madden, so he might be able to make some noise.
I think the league is very split on Jay Lightyear. There's a lot of people who think he's up there in the top, and then a lot of people who are like, no, he's not even close. So
At 300 block saw the leaked voting, and Jay Layer was getting all these votes at the top. I said, wow, how does that happen? But I'm excited to see what he does with his hometown team.
Mr. Cooney Tunes. Nope, that is not a slur, guys. That is his last name. I think this one's pretty obvious who he's going with. He's going with his Bears, and that is Caleb Williams getting sacked by Jonathan Grenard, who I think Epic Crusader hopes is going to do a whole lot of that in that division for him. So
Yeah, happy to see Cooney get the Bears. It wouldn't be PSFL without it. Him or Boogie with the Bears.
it's always fun to see guys get their hometown teams, favorite teams. So DJ from Pluto, this guy came into GSFL. A lot of people saying he's 101. Um, he backed it up with a lot of playoffs. I don't think he won a Super Bowl, but we only played a couple seasons. So
Yeah, CJ is one of the most underrated players in the league.
going with Mike Vrabel and the Patriots, the new look Patriots. He's gonna have a lot of weapons on that team, a lot of freedom to kind of craft that team to his liking. So Travion Henderson coming in, Drake May second year. You got Diggs coming over, Demario Douglas in the slot. So
Yeah, that'll be a good squad for him. He gets the ball out quick. Drake May is a good QB to do that with.
I'm loving that division so far though. You got CJ now, you got Rich, you got Iman. I mean, that's gonna be a fun division. So Mitch, I know absolutely nothing about Mitch. I don't know if he came from a server or one of someone's buddy, but Mitch, let's see. That would be Mr. Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, Good luck. You got DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, Caleb Johnson's a stud rookie out of Iowa coming in at running back, so see how he does. Mr. Big Versace. This guy loves his 2K. Was making his little Larry Bird builds, dunking on guys, but we'll see if he can dunk on anybody in PSFL this year with his favorite team, the Cowboys. Block, any thoughts?
I'm happy that Versace and Mikey are back in the league. That'll be exciting. And he gets his favorite team, so that's always cool as well.
This guy has the most like favorite random teams, guys. He's a fan of the Cowboys for football. He's a fan of the Atlanta Braves for baseball. He's a Charlotte Hornets fan for basketball, and he loves the Minnesota Wild for hockey. Just like all over the place. I can't remember what his college team is, but he's all over the spectrum. Jagoff or Mr. SB something. So, this guy's got a history. He cheesed for an MVP in PSFL, beating one of the worst users we've ever had. Sorry to call out that one guy, but he was awful. I think he won like 2 games maybe. Threw for like 8 touchdown passes the final week. So he's gonna get the Green Bay Packers and Mr. Jordan Love. He's going against Cooney and Epic Crusader in that division. Any thoughts, Block?
Yeah, happy to see Jagoff back in the league. Always have fun back and forth with him. Packers are an underrated squad in the game. I don't know why more people don't want him, to be honest. So that's an interesting team for him.
Yeah, he wanted his Cardinals. They're already taken though, and then one of his other teams, I think it was the Eagles or something, was already taken as well by Levi. So he gets his Packers. Meets Jack. I think this guy's another random as well, or from a new server, a new guy. So we're looking to see what he can do. He's gonna be rocking Anthony Richardson and the Colts. He should have plenty of weapons on that team though. I mean, I used them 2 PSFLs ago, won a couple Super Bowls. If you
You
dev
teach
that,
your fucking ass off with Jelani Woods,
if
fake
hey, if you dev that man AR up, he's gonna be
scamming
good.
your way to fucking victory. That's what you did.
He's got to get Adonai Mitchell though involved. That guy can be a stud for him. He just got to get him devved up. Whoever last year had the Colts didn't even use him. I was shocked. Mr. Ruse, our favorite French Canadian. Washington, KC, or Canada.
Ozzy thinks that he is two different people in the league, even though it's obviously not the case.
That was a big conspiracy theory for a little bit there. Bozzy was sold. He got out his redneck investigative glasses and tried to pin it on him.
Ozzy's been watching too much Alex Jones. He tried to bring it to Madden.
Ruse is going with the Washington Commanders to add into that fun division with Versace and Levi. So that one's pretty good so far. Peter Penis. Let's see who he's getting. This guy loves to talk a little bit. He's always giving you the worst possible times that you can play. He's like, oh, like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. because that's the only time I'm home and everyone else is at work.
Penis P is just total problem, honestly.
He does cause some problems. But it's one half of the Dumb and
Big
Dumber
time
brothers.
ruckus causer.
He's going with the Falcons. Block, you believe in
Hmm.
Kyle Pitts this year for fantasy?
Joining my division. I believe in Kyle Pitts and fucking Madden, that's for sure.
That true that. Myself, we got the Raiders. My favorite tight end corner. Put a tight end on a corner route who's got decent speed, and you'll cook in Madden. And then my guy Jelani Woods, single-handedly almost destroyed PSFL a couple seasons ago. But going with the Raiders, excited to use them. Got a lot of weapons on that offense. Some really fun rookies. So excited to see what we can do.
Good team to pretend like you're rebuilding, even though you got the top tight end and fucking running back in the game. Then you could say that you started from the bottom. But
Well,
it is what it is. Ghost is never trying to be on the grind, honestly.
if you would have saw my options for rebuilds, you would have been like, those aren't rebuild teams except for the Raiders. So we got Phil's. He's got Kansas
Hey,
City, the Bills, and the AFC Championship. I think automatically we can rule out the AFC Championship because Phil's has never won one of those before in his life. So, um, who is that? Josh Allen's wife, Haley Steinfeld. Block. You ever watch that movie? I didn't get to watch that movie yet.
no, I didn't see it.
I
But Phil going to the Bills, that's big, bro. Good player taking a good team. He could cause some problems for you guys in the AFC.
Phil's wasn't left with many options. So, yeah, this might be his chance though to win one of those AFC championships and get to the Super Bowl. So. DSR. This is also a new guy. Don't know much about him. I think Ringless might have brought him in. So he's going to Kyle Shanahan. This is going to cause some PTSD for Slow Joe. So I'm sorry in advance, Slow Joe, but actually not really, because I hope it leads to a rant in the chat. So would have been awesome if we could have seen Slow Joe with the Niners, though.
Yeah, that would have been my preferred outcome. Slojo deserves a shot with the Niners, one of these things. We need to have a league vote that Slojo doesn't have to participate in the selection for GSFL. He just gets the Niners.
SD44. This is the last and final one. Took him a little bit to get into the league. We had to remove a guy who just wasn't responding to us, unfortunately.
This guy getting the Chiefs is fucking tough, but
Yeah,
I don't gotta deal with it. That's all you guys in the AFC.
he's getting the Chiefs. The Chiefs were literally the last team selected in the draft, if you can believe that or not. So, um, now here's a little thing about our process, just so we're transparent for all you complainers. So we randomized all the names. Rich, Kobe, and I saw it. Block saw it as well. And then from there we divided them into 8 tiers of 4. So as you can see, we got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. And then we reached out to each tier with all 4 of those people in that tier. Just kind of get their thoughts and get your top 3. And it's pretty much first come, first serve. So whoever responded first, you kind of got your option. So your top 3 teams really did not matter, guys. It was just like what was left on the list, and then your first one. We just wanted to throw a bunch of curveballs at you and make you guess like what team you got. I'm pretty sure I sent like the Katniss may the odds ever be in your favor to like every single person and told you to like keep it on the wraps just to mess with their heads a little bit. So I don't know. I hope everyone had fun with this. It's gonna be a great season. We got a couple more things coming for you in this video, so stay tuned on this. Block, any last words?
Yeah, it was fun. I think this is my year. I got Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Easy division. I got about 2 years before Boogie gets the Saints to like a competitive level. So, and the NFC is honestly cake, bro. All the good players are in the AFC. So,
Yeah, I think we did a good job though, balancing all the divisions. I think there's a lot of competition in them, and so it could be anyone's ball game in those divisions any given year. So I'm excited for the year, fellas.
Football, it's more than a game. It's legacy, it's grit, it's rivalry. And nowhere is that more evident than in the makeup of the league itself. 8 divisions, 32 teams, each one with a heartbeat, a leader, a story to tell. AFC East. Out on the Atlantic coast, the East is war-torn territory, known for bitter rivalries and snow games that freeze your soul. Phils leads the Bills, a squad with unfinished business and a chip the size of Niagara Falls. Eamon commands the Dolphins, speed merchants who flash brilliance under the Florida sun. Rich Huga brings swagger to the Jets, aiming to rewrite the narrative and take flight for real this time. And CJ from Pluto? He's old school, leading the Patriots with cold efficiency, a new leader with championship DNA. AFC North. If you're looking for blood, bruises, and black and blue football, look no further. Sam holds down the Browns, the AFC's most misunderstood team, desperate to prove the bark has bite. J. Lighty 3AR leads the Bengals with quiet intensity. And now, they've been paid. The check's cleared, and it's time to ball. Mitch commands the Steelers, proud, polished, and now armed with Aaron Rodgers for one last ride. It's title or bust. Slow Joe has the Ravens, fast, mean, and elegant in the chaos. Every game in the North is a coin flip and a fist fight. AFC South, humidity, grit, and wild unpredictability. Kobe captains the Titans, where a new era begins with Cam Ward, the #1 overall pick, a quarterback with electricity in his veins and pressure on his shoulders. DL runs the Texans, a franchise looking to turn potential into dominance. Bozzy helms the Jaguars, a team with young stars and untamed energy ready to shock the world. Meech Jack brings old-school power to the Colts, built on history and hungry for relevance. AFC West, the division of gunslingers and altitude, of legacy and fresh ambition. Smash rolls into Mile High with the Broncos, aiming to restore pride to the Rockies. Orion leads the Chargers, lightning in a bottle, dangerous in every direction. SD44 rides with the Chiefs, the hunted, the champions, the gold standard. And Ghost? He's with the Raiders, the villain, the renegade, the shadow lurking in the West. In this division, it's not about who has the weapons. It's about who knows how to use them when the lights are brightest. NFC EAST. There's no calm in the storm they call the East. Big Versace leads the Cowboys, America's team, draped in pressure and legacy. Mikey takes the reins of the Giants, a blue-collar squad with a history of giant killers. Captain Levi's Eagles, reigning champs. Looking to run it back and prove last year was no fluke, but just the beginning. And Ruse has the Commanders, often overlooked. But in this division, underdogs bark loudest. NFC North, 4 franchises, frozen tundra, endless history. Axe 2 holds the Lions, no longer a sleeping giant, but a team with its eyes set on January football. SSB Jags leads the Packers, where precision meets legacy on sacred turf. Cooney Tunes runs the Bears, and this year, they've added swagger, something Chicago's been waiting for. The Epic Crusader controls the Vikings, bold and brash in their pursuit of a throne they've long been denied. NFC SOUTH. Down south, nothing comes easy, and everything is personal. Block captains the Buccaneers, pirates who've tasted gold and want another shot. Peter P. rides with the Falcons, fast and flashy with something to prove. Greek Boy leads the Saints, soldiers of the Dome, fueled by rhythm and resilience. And your Favel B leads the Panthers, clawing for respect in a crowded jungle. NFCWEST, the Wild West, built on style, speed, and big moments. DSGN runs the 49ers, a machine of violence and beauty, where every inch is earned. Big Country 779, 9-1's Cardinals are wings wide open, ready to rise from the ashes. Thumbless has the Rams, champions in recent memory, now rebuilt and reloaded. And Luke controls the Seahawks, where noise meets chaos and every game is a dogfight. These are the teams, these are the names. Every division, every matchup, every rivalry. It's more than just lines on a schedule, it's a battlefield. And when the lights come on, there are no safe havens, just legacies waiting to be written.